Right, so hello Scorpio. I'm going to start off with the singles, followed by those in a relationship. So we're going to look at your love reading for the month of April, and I just want to remind you this is a general love reading, so there may be parts that actually do resonate with you, so take from it what you can. Okay, so for single Scorpions, let's have a look at your cards. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Five of Wands upright, the upright Ten of Wands, and the upright Emperor card. So what's going on? So your present love situation, it is possible for some of you Scorpions that you still have in mind an ex, but the problem with that ex is that they actually cheated on you with somebody else, and that still leaves a bit of a sting in your tail, doesn't it? Or even somebody recently you've just been dating, you found out that they were possibly multi-dating and everything, you know. Or it's possible you know your relationships just had petty arguments, disagreements, and you're kind of done with that. You're ready to move on. If you're actually, if you're feeling really lonely and fed up and you're looking for love, this is actually a really good time at the moment as we go into April to suggest looking at yourself and what can you do to make yourself be the best person, the most dateable person you can be. Really work on being positive, and if you feel down and dreary about yourself, the unfortunate thing is you are less attractive to people in general. People do like happy, confident people. They like to see that when they're going into dating. So just maybe take a good hard long look at yourself, and where you can improve and where you do want to improve, this is the time to do this. So your desires, you have the reverse Chariot. So it's possible that Scorpion, you actually do have your eye on a Cancer star sign, and you could be quite infatuated with this Cancer person. You've met them, you're watching them, maybe you're checking them out on social media, and you actually feel that they could be the one for you, and you're feeling really enthusiastic about this. But slow down, Scorpion, because you don't know them well enough to be going all in there. Sometimes it's best just to get to know somebody, take that time rather than rushing into anything. If you have been seeing somebody or you've just started dating somebody, then I think you're feeling already that you need to just take a break, because there is something about that person that you're a little bit not sure about. Maybe they don't seem that interested in you, and it's not going that well, is it really? But yes, you definitely, your desires is you have got your eye on possibly a Cancer star sign person, and you're quite infatuated with them. So you have the Five of Wands for what unexpected. There's definitely conflict with people that you're meeting, and if this is an ex, there's still, if you're in communication with this ex who's cheated on you, that's understandable that either you are going to be conflicted with each other. I don't know, why are you still thinking about this ex who's cheated on you? Just avoid any conflict in April and stay away from them, because it's not going to go anywhere. And it's possible that this ex, you actually are still interested in them, but you've realized that they were cheating, and also actually they do have plenty of options, and that is really not doing your confidence or self-esteem any good at all. If you are single and you are going out there and dating, then actually this can also mean the same for you, that actually there are plenty of options, and that, and there's people that are interested in you and are competing for your attentions. So you yourself could be pursued by several admirers as well, and it's taken you a bit by surprise, I think, in mid-April. So in your immediate future, you have the Ten of Wands. So you definitely also need to look out for for issues with fire signs. So whether this ex was a fire sign, so you're looking at Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, there's definitely a fire sign in regards to relationships and love around you in the month of April. You know, for any, if you're just started dating a fire sign, I think you're just feeling there's just this, it's too much of an effort, this relationship. It's not easy. You know, there seems to be little problems, and you just, oh, I'm not sure this is worth the effort to put in with this person. For some of you, do not take love for granted, okay? You know, if somebody has been kind and caring to you, you know, appreciate it and show your appreciation back. Okay, don't take anything for granted, Scorpion, because that could be something that actually is your negative and you need to work on. As I said, if you are dating somebody, you know, it isn't all what it seems, and you definitely need to examine it very carefully. And I think the conclusion to that will be is that you just decide to move on, you know, and that's not a bad thing. I think actually maybe you're so desperate, but you're also very vulnerable. You're still holding negative issues from the past, and that's kind of affecting anything new. So I don't think it's a bad thing to just take time out, actually, Scorpion, and just really reflect, you know, this month about relationships, who you are, how you are in relationships, and just really think about what you want. For the future, you have the Emperor, so again, another fire sign, Aries, could be coming in. You know, somebody that you have been casually dating, you know, maybe wants to take it to the next level, and it could be this Aries sign. Somebody coming in, you know, this is like a strong man, a strong character, so somebody who's quite authoritative, you know, has some form of, I don't like the word power, but you know, their job is quite a strong, forceful job. So, you know, armed forces, police, you know, political, anything like that. You know, they're quite influential characters and very strong characters. So this person could be coming in for you, Scorpion, towards the end of April, so your future. And also for some of you Scorpions, you may find yourself falling for somebody who's actually older than you, and you know, this isn't somebody that you would normally go for. They're not your usual type, but they are older, but they're also a very controlled person, and they're very logical and very, you know, they know where they're going in their life. You know, there's no bullshit with them, basically. They're very much know what they're doing, they're in control, and I think that's kind of the attraction. And they're not your usual type, and you know, and it's definitely something that is definitely going to grow for you. So Scorpion, let me know if any of that resonates, and I look forward to seeing you in right. So hello Scorpion, for those of you that are in a relationship, this is your love reading for the month of April. So I just want to point out and remind you, this is just a general love reading, so there may be elements of each of the cards that resonate with you in some way. So to run through your cards, you have the reversed Nine of Wands, you have the upright Ace of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, reversed Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups upright. So Scorpion, how are you feeling about your partner or your relationship? So, you know, you have the Nine of Wands, so this talks about really just not, you just don't feel like you have any energy at the moment, and you know, you're just feeling worn out. So whether you're feeling worn out with your partner or the actual relationship in general, you know, this is making you very tearful. And you know, you find yourself crying or shedding a tear, maybe go for a walk, and you know, you're thinking, and you know, some tears drop down. So you know, you're definitely very emotional about what is happening here. I wasn't sure if you always have to be right and you try and persuade your partner to see your way of thinking, so whatever the topic is about or issues, and you try and force your partner to see your way of thinking, or whether they do. But somebody in this relationship always has to be right, and you know, they're kind of forceful in the way they put that across. You know, they're quite a strong character. Now, because you are emotional, I'm wondering if this is your partner who's doing this to you. You know, and it can lead to anger, and nobody wants to feel like they're being bullied or pressured. So whoever's doing this, you need to take a more gentle approach with how you discuss things, okay? And listen as well. Everybody has a point of view, you know, and you may make several points, and you know, you both might equally have valid points. So how your partner sees you, they have the Ace of Swords upright. So they know that this relationship is suffering because of issues. They know that you're emotional about these issues. And again, this card talks about one of you being controlling. You know, you're too cruel with words, you're too blunt, selfish, you know. And it matches this card as well. So maybe you both feel that you both are a bit like that and see that trait in each other. Maybe you've just got to that point where you're both a bit like that, and you don't, I don't know, one of you is, if not both of you are displaying those traits. So definitely, but because the fact that you're emotional, I'm wondering if it's your partner. So let me know in the comments down below. But definitely you need to watch how you talk to each other. You know, don't be bullying in the things you say, because this is leading to tears and frustration. You know, but you know, Scorpio, your partner, they are still attracted to you, and you need to hold on to that. But they are also ready for a new beginning. So whether that's a new beginning because they are done with all of this crap and they want to start afresh, or whether they are actually thinking, do we just take a break for the moment? But whatever's going to happen in their mind, they're going to put a stop to any nonsense, and that is going to be happening very soon. So you definitely need to talk. So where your relationship is at, you have the Four of Swords. So you both can't stand the issues that are going on in this relationship. You want a rest, you want to take time out, because it's just becoming unbearable for you in the homestead now. You know, you Scorpion are definitely detaching yourself, and I think you do see that there's a form of abuse, you know, verbal abuse from your partner, because it is making you very, very emotional, and maybe you don't feel your partner acknowledges this. You're feeling broken, and it could be that you do both agree to just sit down, talk, and say, shall we take some time out because of the suffering. There's feelings of disconnection. So what do you need to do? You really need to let your partner know how you're feeling, and don't hesitate in taking a weekend away if that's what you feel you need to just regroup, okay? So what your relationship needs, you have the reverse Three of Pentacles, so you definitely are not moving forward at the moment. Communication is difficult. There could be issues with money that is causing problems as well. You know, you both have your own individual reasons for why this relationship isn't working. This card, though, can also talk about, you know, fertility issues. So, you know, have you been thinking about adding to your family, and this has been causing a lot of problems? I don't know, but be careful, because you could be fertile, and you know, for what your relationship needs, I mean, I wouldn't say you should be thinking about children at the moment. Maybe you've been thinking that that's a way of solving the relationship, by adding to your family or starting a family. But just be careful, because you are more fertile as well. So for your future, you have the Queen of Cups. So, you know, balance. It talks about balance. You will definitely try to sort things out with your partner. You know, you want to recapture some of that love you once felt. And, you know, you will get stronger together, and you will come and bond together as well. You know, this is time to really trust your instincts, and you know, deep down, Scorpion, you know what's best. Just be positive. Whatever you decide to do, keep positive, and keep on track, because you will work it out by the end of the month. And definitely talk to your partner, but talk in, you both have to sit down and not be patronizing to each other's opinions. Okay, Scorpion, anyway, I shall see you in May, so take care, bye.